Hi, and welcome to this AI in C# video on Agent Framework, where we continue our series on multi-agents, and more specifically in this case, the agentic workflow called sequential. So sequential just means calling one agent after another in a workflow. This is one of the simple one, and I have a hard time finding good scenarios for it. I think it's a bit of over-engineering, but we are adding it here for completeness sake. But just be warned, I will normally just make two agents in a flow and call them one by one after each other using structured output. But let's go into it. So what we can do, of course, is that we have an agent that is Azure OpenAI in this case, and we make a chat client for ChatGPT 4.1. And then we're going to make two agents. We're going to make a summary agent, and we're going to make a translation agent. So the summary agent can summarize text. We have some legal text here about some pet ownership. And it should summarize it down to 20 words. And then we're going to use a translation agent, and we're going to be giving that text translation into French. And once we have two agents, we can simply say agent workflow builder dot build sequential, and then give the two agents. And then we can just call it. So we are gonna run the in-process execution and stream it. And for these agent workflows or agentic workflows, you need to start them by saying run try send message, meaning send the message you made and passed in here. And they're using something called a turn token that says who is next. In this case, sequential, it's fairly simple. It's just whoever is next in the list. But then we can go in and watch the stream of the workflow like before, and we can get back whenever one workflow is done, take out the chat messages it created, and at the end, take all messages. Don't include the user messages, the ones we gave, but then just write things out. So fairly simple. We're gonna run it, and it will simply take the text, do a summarization of it. The output of that will be the output to the second agent, which will take that text and turn it into French. So you can argue this is a super way of not needing to put in structured output and so on. But again, I could also just have add the agent, taken the response, given it to the next agent. So I don't know if this extra step is worth it when it just comes to sequential. But at least they are simple compared to some of the others. So that's actually everything. Let's see you in the next one.